If you want to make any change in the layout in your app, you need to run an app in the edit mode. We will use our item app in this example. Let's look what we can do with customization here. First, if you don't like the default color scheme in your app, you can change it. To do it, click down arrow and then you can choose different theme. If you choose light theme, it will apply on whole app. Or you can try with steel theme. But let's try to customize gallery. In the left navigation pane, select Browse Gallery 1. When the gallery is selected, a selection box with handles surrounds it. On the Properties tab of the right-hand pane, open the list of options under Layout and then select the options that shows image, title and subtitle. You will see that layout is now different and it shows an image as well. We don't have image in our table and we will change layout. Again, open the list of options under Layout and then select the options that shows only title. Or we can change it back to the title, subtitle and body. But what if we don't want this data on the gallery? Of course, we can change it. To do this, next to Fields, select Edit. As we want to change unit of measure from code to its name, select the down arrow for the display value in Body toolbox. In the list of options, select the display name and then close the data pane. Instead unit of measure codes, its name will appear. Let's see what we can customize more here on the gallery. If you run this app, you will see that you can scroll list if you have a touchscreen. But if you don't have it, you will need scroll bar or something similar. To make it, again, in the left navigation pane, select Browse Gallery 1. On the Properties tab of the right-handed pane, switch to On to show scrollbar field, and scrollbar will appear on gallery. When you run the app again, you will see a scrollbar and you can use it for scrolling. If you don't like a scroll bar and you still need a solution, you can switch Show Scroll Bar on Off and switch Show Navigation to On. You will see the small navigation button on the bottom of the gallery. Important field is Navigation Step, where you can choose how many steps system will move list when you click on it. When you run an app, you can click on the navigation button and you will see list will move one by one step. Let's close the running app and change the step value. On the Properties tab, change value on the navigation step. Let's count the number of fields on the gallery to find the right step. It is 6, and with this step, system will list the gallery page by page. If you run an app, you will see that we succeeded with our configuration. OK, close the running app. What we can do more? We can change color on the Properties tab. Or we can change the border style. There are also some other configurations you can make, but they are the most important. To start with form customization, in the left navigation bar, select Detail Form 1. On the Properties tab of the right-hand pane, select Edit Fields to open the Fields pane. To hide fields such as ID, select the ellipse that appears and then selecting Remove. I'll collapse a type field for better visibility. Then repeat the whole procedure for item category ID field. And once again to hide the base unit of measure ID field. Click here to close the fields pane. As we should make all these changes at the other edit form, in the left navigation bar select Edit Form 1. On the Properties tab of the right-handed pane, select Edit Field to open the Fields pane. Now, doing everything as we done on the Detail Form 1, hide ID, Item Category ID, and Base Unit of Measure ID fields. OK. Now, we would like to add new fields, and to do this, select Add Field. When I choose a field pane appear, select New Fields, starting with Base Unit of Measure. Select these fields checkbox and select checkbox for Unit Price field. Now, just click Add and new fields will appear. Close Fields pane. Now, we need to add these fields to the Detail Form 1, and to do this, in the left navigation bar, select Detail Form 1. On the Properties tab of the right-handed pane, select Edit Fields to open the Fields pane. Repeat previous steps, adding Base Unit of Measure and Unit Price fields, and new fields will appear in Detail Form. When you select the fields on the Edit Form 1, you will see that all of them are locked cards. Let's look how we can customize cards without unlocking them. To do this, in the left navigation bar, select Edit Form 1. On the Properties tab of the right-handed pane, select Edit Fields to open the Fields pane. On the Fields pane, we will collapse Base Unit of Measure card to focus on the Unit Price card. At the bottom of the list of fields, select the down arrow for Unit Price and then open the list under Control Type. You can see by default there is Edit Number Control Type. If you want to change Control Type, you can select, for example, Edit Slider to use Graphical Slider, instead entering numbers. The screen reflects your change. Then, on the list of fields, select the down arrow for the blocked card and then open the list under Control Type. If you want to change Control Type, you can select Edit option, for example, and the screen will reflect your change. If you don't like that, just change again to the Edit toggle. There are similar controls for text card as well. To see it, on the list of fields, select the down arrow for Display Name card and again open the list under Control Type. You can see a few different controls. Let's select Edit Multi-Line Text and change will appear on the screen. Close the Fields pane. Let's look what we can do more with our cards. Select the slider control in the Unit Price card and on the Advanced tab of the right-hand pane, select the Max property. You will see there is 100 as value. That means you cannot choose bigger price than 100. If you want to change this limit, set this property to, for example, to 2000. You can make a similar configuration for minimum price, setting the min property to 100, for example. Again, you can change this property as you want. The slider control shows a more accurate value. Now, when you run your app, you can change the unit price using to slider.